Hey guys, it's Ryan, the Tokyo Fun Hunter. Just answering questions about Japan in general. One of the big questions that comes up is how to save money in Tokyo. And I'll be honest, Tokyo is an expensive place, and it's very easy to spend, ichiman, which is equivalent to like about $100 per day, if you want to have a good time. So here are some ways. I've been doing freelance work in Tokyo, had a few part-time jobs here and there, but mostly freelance stuff. So I know how to usually save money and still have a great time in Tokyo. So here was just, you can use this for living or traveling. Either way, it's for you to get the most out and still have a great time in Tokyo, Japan. So one of the big first ones is rent. So what do we do about rent? Traveling. So rent, I would recommend either, the cheapest way is the share house system. Share house, so getting a roommate, share housing, not living in central Tokyo, living outside of Tokyo on the outskirts. It's a really great way to save money. I pay about half the amount of rent. All my friends pay, because they all live in single apartments. And I have a share house with 4 roommates. I have my own room, and actually my actual room is the size of my friends' single apartments. It's a great way to save money. So I would recommend doing the share house system. That's one way, or the dormitory system. There's tons of international dormitories around Japan and Tokyo. For transportation, a lot of people always recommend the buses and the trains and I keep thinking in Japanese chikatatsu, which means the subways. And actually, if you add it all up, you probably use the train system at least maybe 3, 4, 5 times a day. That can really add up to about $10 a day. People see it's really in small amounts, but all those things are like little grains of sand, and the sand adds up, and it's a big amount of money. I would recommend getting a bike. Get a bike. You will save, you will spend half your amount of money, or actually, never mind, you will save a lot of money in general if you do the bike system. And of course, you'll be paying more money up front, but over a long period of time, you'll be saving an astronomical amount of money. So get a bike, or just walk. It helps get you in shape. Fitness. A lot of people are wondering about, how do I stay in shape in Japan? How do I save money getting in shape in Japan? Well, to be honest, the gym memberships in Japan are pretty expensive. It costs about $200 to $300 or Nisan yen a month to join a fitness gym. Back in California, where I'm from, it costs about $25 a month for a gym. And here in Japan, it's about, Nisan yen, and there's only certain times you can go. So the best way is really, you're going to have to start doing some at-home fitness things, fitness routines. What I do is I go running twice a week. I do yoga at my home. I do an afterburn workout. They have tons of them online. The afterburn workouts is the newest fad. It's really, really good. Staying in shape. It's not that hard. As well as when you go to a fitness gym, there's certain community centers. Those cost about 300, 400 yen for about 3 hours, which equals about $3 to $4 for 3 hours. So do that once or twice a week. They're really good. It's really good to do weight training to supplement your fitness routine. That's a great way to save money instead of joining an actual gym. A lot of my friends pay $200 a month. I pay maybe about $40 a month just doing those things to stay in shape. And I'm actually I'm really big into fitness, so it's important to me. Another big thing is ordering coffee shops. Coffee shops can really suck you dry. A lot of people in Japan who do the private sensei stuff, go to the cafes and order coffee, or they're traveling by and they have an hour to spare and they go to a coffee shop. Dude, there's not really a lot of places to sit down, and because Japan has different weather all the time, a lot of people don't stay outside that often, so they go to coffee shops. Coffee, though, Starbucks in Japan is astronomical. It's about 500 yen or $5 for the basic coffee. And there's other coffee shops that are cheaper or more expensive. I would always recommend, if you're doing that route, just get a water, guys. Seriously, go in there, ask for water, sit down, especially if you're meeting somebody. Get the small coffee if available, if you have to get a coffee, but try to stay away from the coffee shops that much, because they will if you tally up per month on the actually amount of coffee you're drinking, and I know this isn't a problem in the States. This is kind of like, you have to be in Japan to kind of notice this. You will go to coffee shops because that's the normal place that everybody meets. That's the normal place where people meet. You don't usually meet at people's apartments. It's actually at coffee shops or restaurants. But just order a water and just sit down and just say you're waiting for a friend if somebody asks you. It's a great way to save money. Yeah, so just to review, do the share house system. It's a great way to save money. Go to the community centers if you're going to go to the gym, or just do home workouts to save money. I know this sounds like basic stuff, but I hope it helps some people out there. For coffee shops, don't order coffee. Make sure to get a bike for transportation purposes. That's a great way to save money. Yeah, for socialize. For beer, going to a bar, it's about 800 yen for a drink, which is $8. It is a ton of money for alcohol. I'm not saying anything against it. Hey, I like to drink here and there too. But if you go to convenience stores, here's one of the beautiful things about Japan. You can drink outside. You can drink on the train. You can drink anywhere in Japan. They don't have an open bottle law. You're allowed to drink anywhere you want. Which means that you can go to the supermarket or the convenience store and pay 200, 300 yen, which is $2 or $3 for a beer or a beverage or even a highball. They have highballs now in cans. That's the better way to go. A lot of my friends who are like more international, who are always looking for work, they do the convenience. We're going to go on a conveni run, which means we're going to go on a convenience store run, and we're going to drink outside. It's a great way. Have a little picnic in the park. There's tons of parks around Tokyo. Bring some drinks. It's really, really fun. You can drink at the beach. You can drink at the park. Another great way to socialize is what's called potluck dinners, and it's called a nabe party. Nabe in Japanese, and I had one a couple nights ago, for Thanksgiving, the Japanese version, where we got everybody together. Everybody brings a little something, and you make it in a big stew pot, serve it out. There's drinks available. You buy them at the convenience store. Each person had to pay 1,000 yen, which is usually what people pay on one drink at a bar. 1,000 yen for an entire full course meal, drinks and everything. It's a great way to save money and still be very, very social. It's a great way to be social. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good starting point. If you have any other questions about saving money in Japan or making money in Japan, please let me know. Add a comment, add a question, email me personally. I'll try to answer as many as I can. And yeah, guys, come to Japan, enjoy it, live it up. It's all about the experience and being happy. All right, cheers.